Howdy all y'all, it's time for cake. Now, I have some sad news to impart to you. You know, there comes a time when we all outgrow things and it's time to move on. Of course, I'm not talking about my Let's Play series, but my latest base. Last couple of videos, you probably have noticed me cussing up, well, not cussing up a storm. I try to rein myself in. You probably have noticed some mild frustration whenever I broke things that were burnable, like, say, fence posts or logs or any of that other stuff, too near my aura cascade burning pumps, and they went, oh hey, that's fuel, ain't it? Let me grab that. It's too cluttered. It's too crowded. It's it's kind of cool. It's full of flowers on one end. I got a neat little kind of a mana pool arrangement going with all the hydrangeas, but I needed something bigger, and I've been sifting around underneath it. I should have made up my mind about this sooner, because I burned an awful lot of obsidian that I do not have the patience to go back and mine out again, filling the underside of that base with obsidian. And I thought to myself, that would help. But the more of it I put down, the more I started getting mobs coming in from the sides, and in that case that meant they was going through my garden, which you'll remember was outside the fences. Hello. Fuck, that's a creeper. Wrong button. Oh, Yike. Oh. Okay. Well, oh, well, pardon me. I could not find the right button. I literally could not find the right button to save my life. Oh. Wow. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. What the hell was I talking about? Oh boy, okay. But what I was saying, ever since I put obsidian all through the underside of my base, mobs been coming at me from the side, and they've been, trampling through my wheat and all this other stuff. And I thought, I need to look around. I need to find myself some new place. And I thought a little while about it, and I thought about trying to find a large cavern, and I thought about the whole business with the obsidian safe room. And visibility counts for a lot, but I was really unhappy that I'd wasted all that obsidian. I mean, I can go get it back, I can mine it out, but it'll take some time. I don't know, maybe the Ars Magica dig spell will pop that stuff out of there one block at a time, easy peasy. I haven't tried it. Excuse me, this is just too inviting. But in whatever case, I wasted a whole lot of time, and I was thinking about options. And right outside my base, oh, that was a bold zombie. I couldn't tell, he was just standing there. Right outside my base is this immense chasm, and you can see I've been lighting it up. I've been running through it one level at a time, trying to light it up, and gradually I'm going to get out, and I'm going to get into all the caves on the edges of it. Think of it as a big long-term project. And I have stopped all of the lava that was flowing down into it, so now all that's left is waterfalls, and I'm probably going to stop them too. But for the moment, I mean, this thing, as far as I can tell, it just keeps going up. And it goes all the way down to there, and that's nearly the bottom. That's very close to the bottom. In fact, let me see. Yeah, what the hell? I'm just going to take a little quick jog. Have a little munch on the way down here. This is at altitude 11. So yeah, this is pretty near the bottom of the dang map. And I can just, you know, cover it with obsidian this way. And that works just fine. That's just fine and dandy. So I'm going to gradually be clearing out and making this a better space for myself. And I'm going to end up moving my base into here. Not immediately. Not immediately. It's going to take some time. I have a lot of stuff to move. But in the long run, this is where I'm going to end up. And I think that this is an admirable solution. And it becomes an even more admirable solution when you look at it on the map. Give you a little quick zoom in here. Let me see. Zoom out. There we go. That's my chicken pen. And if my altitude was up a little bit, you would see that right here and right here about are the sheep pens. And right about over here is where my little Botania garden is. So that covers all of about maybe 4.5 chunks of space. Now in contrast to that, where I am right now is about, say, 8 or 9 chunks of space down here in the bottom of this. And I can build kind of a tower, and I can have obsidian all over the place in the floor. And you know, this is just really quite optimal. I think this will work out quite well for me. It's going to take a little bit of work. Good things often do. And I may occasionally have to deal with things like, why is there a lobber under the floor? Whoop! Would you stop that, please? Thank you. Silly fire thing attacking me while I'm in the water. But yeah, you know, this'll do. And I'm not going to do this whole thing right now. Instead, I'm going to pop back to base, and we're going to pick up kind of where we left off. Okay. So, popping back to base. Let me have a quick look here. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to light this up, and then I'm going to pop back to base. I love this spell. There's a similar spell in Blood Magic, I think. I never got into Ars Magica terrible much. Oh, look at this. We got a node over here. Ooh. That's a nice one. And, yeah, we got one over here. So this really has all kinds of advantages. You tend to get a lot of nodes in an open area like this. They'll be easy to get at. Won't need to spend a whole heap of time running around trying to find them to fill out the wand. And fire and earth nodes tend to be powerful down near the lower edge of the map where you've got a lot of lava. Anyhow, let's go back to base. That's not the right button. That's the right button. And let me just close that up. And I'm just going to drop some of this ore off over here and give it a little bit more charcoal. Actually, before I go too far, let me just show you how close that was. I mean, it's going to be a hassle to move all my stuff, but on the other hand, I mentioned there were 2 of these. Oh, he didn't have much to him. I mentioned there were 2 of these places. This is the other one, and they are right next to each other. that's where I was right a minute ago, down there. That big cleared out area, that's where I was standing. So you can see in that one, I've got all the lava waterfalls are gone. In this one, I need to go still take out some of these lava falls. And I need to climb a little further up and light things up a little better. But I think that between the two of these, particularly if I tunnel it out right above the lava lake and make kind of a big open area there, kind of join them together, that will make a very nice base. And I will have a lot of room. I will have the opportunity to do things like Hazard, who is the other fella who is doing a Let's Play of this, was actually wondering whether or not it was possible for passive mobs to spawn. And I had to say, you know, I am absolutely not sure, because I think the passive mobs that I have found have all been stuff when I was exploring. I think they're all from World Gen, perhaps. But with this much space, I can make an area that's fairly far away from where I'm working, cover it up with grass, and we'll see what happens. Meantime, let's see what other deviltry we can do. So yeah, too much up. Whoops, I need that there. Whoops, I don't need all that there. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough for now. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so, yeah, I've been having to defend this side like crazy. And they've been trampling my petunias. You can see where I've had creeper detonations over here. And just all kinds of crazy. And I hear a skeleton that's trying to shoot at me, apparently with flaming arrows. Let's ruin his day too. Where'd you go, buddy? He gave up. Okay, I'm good with that. Alright, let's see here. Oh, right. I know what I wanted to do. Okay, so come over here, put some of this stuff away real quick that I know goes in here. That everything for that? That's everything for that. So last time we stopped work on this because the wand wasn't full. Now the wand is full, and now we get our goggles of revealing. And the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take those goggles, and I'm going to take my Man of Steel helmet, because these two mods, Thaumcraft and Botania, were designed to play nice with each other. So now I got a Man of Steel helmet of revealing instead of goggles of revealing. And both of these give me a... oh, actually, this gives me a 5% discount on doing my Viz stuff with the wand. This does not. It's worth it. It's worth it. I want to be able to see nodes while I'm running around. So now that I'm wearing this thing, you can see that node right there. You can see that node right there. You can see a node right down there, that little green spot. And there's one right there, that white spot. So nodes will be much easier to spot now that we got that. So let me see here. Yeah, the Jaded Amaranthus is kind of running amok. As you can see, it's just completely covering the whole neighborhood in flowers, which is nice. Let's get our quest book out. And actually, I want to spend just a second, clear some more inventory space. Get rid of stuff I do not particularly need. Let's see. Or stuff that goes elsewhere. That down there. That goes in there. No room. That goes in there. Nope, that's all Botania. There we go. Magma cream. Blaze powder. Feathers. Refined Cavenium. I have no idea what to do with that. I should look it up at some point. And let's see. You right there. Gunpowder. zombie meat, and bones. Oh man, that one's full too. Okay, I'm gonna need to make more chest space soon. Well, time being, I'm just gonna come over here and put this in here, because I just don't want to bother right now. Okay, so that's all stuff that needs rearranging later. Oh, you're a spawner. I don't like spawners. Actually, it would be kind of neat to sort of lure him into a room or something, maybe. And whoops. Not my problem. Hi there. Oh, he was trying to shoot me this whole time and failing. Okay. Well, let's see. So that got us one step further on in Thaumcraft. Oh god, I bet I've got probably half the kill quests in the book. Oh yeah. Okay, excuse me just a quick second here. I really should pay more attention to this, but the problem is that the area that I'm dealing with is already large enough that buying mob inhibitors for however much, minus 50 a pop, that only have a radius 10 doesn't seem like a good investment. And the only other thing that costs a ton is to go with obsidian. And the obsidian, I mean, I got 385 dark power. The obsidian quest is broken. It won't let me take it. So, just not terribly interested in that. So I'm going to run around with Thaumcraft a little bit here. We've completed seeing it all, and that's going to get us a rare treasure bag. And I have been collecting those. No, I have not. I've been collecting other kinds of treasure bags, but I have not lucked into a rare one yet. Okay, well, I'm going to put you there. What just happened? Where'd it go? Okay, back in my inventory is where it went. I'm going to put you there, in fact. I'm going to swap that with that. I'm not sure why I've got a spare hoe. I could make any number of obscene jokes, and you could too, but let's not. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I know I had some Cavenium here. Here. I got a lot of that stuff. I should figure out what that's for. That is for making mining pickaxe 1, mining pickaxe 2. What does this do? Mining pickaxe 4. Okay. So apparently it gives upgrades to mining things, maybe? It's got 114 pages. What the heck? Okay, I see. So it's got at least 4 recipes for every damn pickaxe in the game. That's why it has 114 pages. If it can break rock, this thing has to have a page for it, apparently. So I guess that improves your pickaxe somehow. Or apparently it improves your axe. Alright, and there's another 114 pages. Or your shovel. Good God, what the heck? Ore compass. Well, there's another ore finder dealie that I probably won't use. Or I can make ash out of it. You can make ash out of practically anything, it seems. Okay, enough of that. Throw you away. I have never managed to get close enough to feed treats to any of those things successfully. It might be kind of cool to have a pet sort of thing to follow me around and fight stuff, but it just has not worked out for me yet. Alright, so let's look at our options now. Is this on cooldown still? No, it isn't. Okay, I'm going to get myself another one of these. I would Oh, man. Okay, there's a way to set up. I've told you how I've been worried about having a hungry node. And you can see I've been turning these in every day and getting copies, extra nodes. I told you I was worried about getting a hungry node. Well, there's a way to set things up. You basically stick it in a big obsidian box. Come to think of it, speaking of obsidian, I want to try this out. Take the dig spell. Nope, does not work. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Zombies everywhere. Man, annoying. So, going back here, what were we looking at? We've done deconstruction, and I should comment a little bit on that. I mentioned that we only need 8 colors of wool in order to do the Aura Cascade. So these other colors, if we put them in a deconstruction table, wool is one of the best things there is, because every time you'll get some kind of a primal out of it. Every single time. You got to sit here and click it, but you'll get something. Now, by contrast, if I put a piece of oak in there, nothing. Maybe 1 in 20 pieces of oak will give me something. So it's really useful to have this thing and just dump all your spare wool in there. I'm not going to spend a ton of time messing with it right now. I just wanted to show you all that. Now this thing can be used to improve your smeltery and turn it into an ore doubler. Or no, is it an ore doubler or an ore tripler? I think it's an ore doubler. We could do that. It's much, much faster than the ore doubling using the Aura Cascade. And once we built the dang thing, it's pretty much, you don't put fuel, you don't put nothing in it. It's got a blaze living in it, so if you ever need to break it, you're going to be fighting a blaze. But you don't need to dump coal in it, which is another advantage that it has over Aura Cascade. Speaking of, how's this doing? It's still converting all of that chaos ore. And hey, speaking of chaos ore, I got, last episode we made a supercharged Heliodor sword and a supercharged Morganite pickaxe. Well, as a reward, I got 2 of these enchanting tokens that I've been putting enchanting tokens over here, and when I put them in here, they did not stack. And the reason is that those 2 enchanting tokens both had Unbreaking 1. So now these 2 things have got Unbreaking 1. And now I've taken some time, I've learned a little more about enchanting tokens and how they work, and I have some emeralds, so I wanted to do that right now. And what we're going to do is Silk Touch, because dang. And for Silk Touch, we need 2 Iolite, an empty enchanting token, and 3 emeralds. So let's grab that. That'll deplete most of our emeralds. I'm alright with that. 2 Iolite, because I figure I'm going to keep this pickaxe for a while. I'm probably going to try to get Unbreaking 3 on it. So we put this in the middle, and I think the emeralds were on the bottom, and I think these were upper corners. And that gives us Silk Touch. And then we get shot with an arrow, because the zombie's been getting adventurous again. How many of y'all are over here now? Too many? 1 less. I could just fall into the hole. Okay. So, right. So let's take our pickaxe and we'll put it in there along with our Silk Touch token, and that gives us Unbreaking 1, Silk Touch 1. And that is just awesome. I love that. That makes me very happy. That makes me much happier than being shot at with arrows. Next. Oh, you smartass. Alright. Yeah. So, Silk Touch. Very happy. I'm going to have to get unbreaking on it now because those 3 emeralds represent kind of a big investment. I have not had much luck finding other emeralds. Okay, so getting that out of the way. Wrong button, wrong button. There's the right button. I'm going to go ahead. I really shouldn't set this thing up until I move into my new base and set it up over there. So what can I do in the meantime? Well, I could work on that, but I need to do this first. Alright, that's fine. Let's make a crucible. Do I have my wand? I need my wand. Okie doke. Not a lot left in the wand, but it'll do for the moment. So I'm going to need 7 iron ore. Or iron ingots, rather. Because what we do to make a crucible is we just make a cauldron. And we put the cauldron down somewhere. Take the wand. Ta-da! And now it has a spiffy little trademark on it. So we know it's a crucible. Gonna have to take it into our inventory again, so we turn it in. There we go. And that gives us 1 more rare treasure. Now the crucible has to be set up with some kind of serious fire underneath it. So I think I've got a block of netherrack stashed someplace. Yep, sure do. The way I usually do this thing is I set it up someplace where there's not much near it that can catch fire. Because fire. And so we're going to put our netherrack in here. And somewhere around here I've got a flint and steel, I'm pretty sure. Not over there. Here? Nope. Okay, so I'm going to guess here. And that's also a nope. I know I made a flint and steel, because that's how I figured out I couldn't get into the nether. Well, I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to take that flint. I'm going to take this chunk of iron. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Let's not waste any more iron than we need to. Okay. So now we got our flint and steel. And we just are going to put our cauldron up here. Fill that in. Now, it has to be filled with water. And using it will use up water. So that's something we have to pay attention to. Because water does not regenerate in this particular mod pack. You cannot make infinite pools. Don't even try. So I go through every time. I go through this whole dump the water into whatever I'm working with, refill it from this little hole here, and cast a spell to put more water in the hole. Okay, so now that we got this thing, we can use this to make stuff through a kind of alchemy. We throw in kind of essentia, which all these things, like this piece of dirt here, has 2 Terra essentia. You see when I mouse over it. So does this stone. If I throw those in there, the pot will have 2 Terra essentia for each one I throw in. This one has 1 Terra and 1, whatever, I want to say herba, maybe? And oakwood has, whatever trees are. That one has, whatever fire is, ignitio, something like that, maybe? And metallum, which is, it's getting from the steel. Mana tablets have nothing. But yeah, so we can throw things in there to get a certain combination of elements. And why is that useful? Well, let me go get my Thaumanomicon, which in this case is kind of going to act like a recipe book for us. And let's go to alchemy. So for example, I need to buy these things. Because I had the points, I can just click on these and I get them. So let's look at this. So this is how it works. If I put Ignis, that's what the fire thing is, and Lux comes from torches, and that's Potentia. If I put in a skeleton with a bow in a mod pack, I can expect to annoy the snot out of people. If that bow fires exploding arrows, particularly. Come up. Wow. You can ignore some things. I can ignore zombies for quite some time, but creepers and skeletons that fire exploding arrows, not so much. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, so. Nope, that's not it. That's it. So, what I would need to put in the pot would be 3 of each of these, using various items, then throw in some glowstone, and that'll get me some nitor. The problem is that most things don't break down nice and even into things like 3s, so what I end up doing is getting some multiple of 3, maybe. So, for example, I'm pretty sure that coal has both of these items, Potentia and Ignis. Let me look right here. Coal is 2, Potentia and Ignis. So if I throw 3 coal in, then that'll get us a multiple of 3, but it'll give us twice the recipe, basically. Now, the other thing that we need is Lux. Torches have 1 Lux each. So we're going to do this real quick. I'm just going to do this as kind of a demo, because I only have 1 glowstone. Shoot, I can't do it. It's a multiple of 2, and I only have 1 glowstone. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, let's look for a different recipe. Let's try Alumentum. Okay, Alumentum has about the same thing, except instead of light, it wants darkness. So, 2 lumps of coal will get me 6 Ignis and 6 Potentia. And then I need to make 6 Perditio somehow, and then throw in a lump of coal or charcoal. Well, what have I got that has Perditio in it? I'll tell you what I've got that has Perditio in it. Oh, no it doesn't. Doggone it. Alright, what's got Perditio in it? Let's see. Oh, I haven't scanned clay. Nope. Wow. Okay, this is tougher than I thought. Wait, splash potion is slow. Yeah, but it's got all that other crap in it too. Man, alright. I should have looked this up earlier. I hadn't realized how little, oh, for Pete's sake. Skeletons should not be given exploding bows. At least they're weak. Alright. Man. I tell you what, you know when they're getting my goat. That's not hard to tell. Perditio. Oh, hello, gunpowder has Perditio. Alright, but the problem then is, assuming I use gunpowder, I need something else to give me Potentia. What else has Potentia? Well, redstone has Potentia, but it's also got that gear thing as Mechanus. See how it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle, and eventually you kind of work out a method. And until you work out that method, you run the risk of polluting your workspace, because you really don't want to have extra stuff kicking around. And I'm going to demonstrate what will happen. Did that son of a... He busted up one of my chests with a stupid exploding arrow. Please excuse me. I have to gather stuff up, because if I do not gather stuff up, it's going to despawn. Okay, so there's our chest. Let's kind of make this easy to deal with here. You gonna be okay over there for a while, buddy? Yeah, I'm sure you are. Alright. Dang it. I apologize, folks. This is really not what I had in mind. Okay. Now then. I am just going to real quick start stuffing things back in here. And I will sort it out later. Okay. Okay. Nope, I need that. Heads. Many heads. Is that everything? Did he destroy some stuff? I thought I had some... Oh, there it is. It's on top. What a pain. What a pain. Okay, then. Fine. Wow. Alright, then. Let's see if we can't make this happen. Alright, so here's the cauldron. It's got to have water. It's got to have heat. It's got to be boiling. Now, we need to make... We need a multiple of 3 Ignis, 3 Potentia, 3 Perditio. So what we're going to do... Gunpowder gives us 4... Oh man, I'm going to have to do this recipe 4 times. 4 Ignis and 4 Potentia. So if I do 3 gunpowder, 2, 3, taken together, that's going to give me 12 of each. Now redstone gives me 2, this is 3 Ignis and 4 Ignis and 4 Perditio times 3 is 12 each. It's got to be a multiple of 3 because the recipe is for 3. On the other hand, the redstone gives me 2 Potentia and 1 Mechanus. So I need 6 redstone to get 12 Potentia. And then I'm going to have 6 Mechanus just floating there doing nothing. And it is going to blow up in my face. So I will show you how this works. Obviously it's not... Let me double check one last time. 333 block of coal. Or chunk of coal. Or charcoal. It's not going to blow up, obviously, or I would not, be quite so flippant about it, but it is going to make a mess. So I'm going to, strange as it may sound, I'm going to put a roof over this. And hopefully it will become clear why quickly. Because I just saw we're at 38 minutes, and I don't want to really hit 40 if I can avoid it. Here we go. 3 gunpowder, 6 redstone. You see that? Well, it's showing us what's in the pot. And 3 coal. And it makes 3 alumentum for us. Shoot, do I have another coal? Yeah, okay. There we go. 4 alumentum. That's right, because it was 12 multiples of 3, so 4. But now I've got 6 Mechanus just sitting in here. Now I've got 2 choices. I can break the cauldron, or I can just sit and watch what happens with this stuff. And if I sit and watch what happens... it's going to break down. See how it's already starting to decay into other forms? Oh, it's happening quick. Sooner or later it'll decay into something nasty. You can see that it's breaking down very rapidly. We don't have the same stuff at all in here. We got some ordo. If only that meant things would be orderly, but it doesn't. So, this is going to keep on breaking down. And our last Mechanus is starting to break. Everything is converting to ordo. This is interesting. I have never seen it all convert to ordo before. Usually by now there would be purple crap everywhere, and I have a feeling there will yet. But this is a new progression for me. Okay, 5 ordo. If I had realized this would be so reliable, I could have made some other recipe that would have used that ordo. Okay, now it's starting to break down into weird shit. That other stuff is what I define as weird shit. Anytime now, okay, there's aqua. So it shouldn't break down further than that. It should just either it'll dissolve and go away, or I'm going to get purple crap everywhere. Purple crap everywhere. This is the stuff I was talking about. Now, if it gets bad enough, and we can see there's still ordo down in there breaking down, making it worse. If it gets bad enough, it turns gaseous. It floats upward, sticks to the ceiling, and it acts like upside down water. It flows and spreads all over the ceiling. So the solution, whether it's on the ceiling or down here, is to put some other block on it, and then we're going to need to break that in such a way that we will not get it in the cauldron. So I'm going to move toward it while holding the shift key, break it, it goes in my inventory, I get burned by the cauldron. You'll notice that the water level in the cauldron is down now. So if I tried to do another recipe that size, I might run out of water. The weird stuff would still be in the pot stewing. It would go purple and nasty on me. So what I'm going to do is top it off, fill my bucket, do my water spell. Okay. So out of all that, we got 4 Alumentum. And Alumentum is kind of useful, but honestly, I've never done a lot with it. It's kind of unstable. You can use it to fuel things. It can blow up. I tend to get more use out of what I was hoping to do before with the glowstone, which is Nitor. Nitor can be used anytime that you need to have some kind of heat or whatever. So, for example, I could replace that burning netherrack with it. There's a lot of things you can do with it. It's used as part of other recipes, all that kind of thing. But anyway, I think I've wasted enough time. I apologize for the mess earlier. It still needs more coal. And the kind of rambling about the new base, but I think that's relevant. I mean, it's a decision about how I'm going to deal with this mod pack. It's saying that my strategy here has its limits, and I've found those limits. I am way too crowded. I mean, this whole area is just full. If creeper blew here, I'd be unhappy. Same thing, if a creeper blows over here, I'm unhappy. If it blows here, it'll kill my sheep. Oh, for crying out loud. They are persistent, aren't they? In fact, the only area that's really kind of, if you will, empty is right here. And I guess a creeper could blow right here. If he blows over here, I would lose stuff from... I'd lose more of my wood, like I'm losing crops over there. And I'd probably lose this aura cascade, and if I had anything in it, like I do right now, if a creeper went off, all that stuff would be destroyed. It's a problem. Same deal over here. It's starting to get crowded. It's starting to get cluttered. And so that is why I want to move out of this area right here, which is this tiny area right here. You can see there's the sheep. Here's the chickens. Here's me. There's a creeper. Don't much care for that. And in comparison, we take that little area, which is about this big, and that's my whole operation, and that could fit into this probably 3 times. And since this is so tall, I can have multiple levels. I could build towers in the middle of this thing, and I could probably fit another 3 times over here. And I'm hoping to just take this wedge out. It'll be a lot of mining, a lot of work. Maybe I'll get some use out of all that gunpowder the creepers have been giving me. But I think it'll be worth the time and trouble. And now we are on our way to 45 minutes. So folks, I want to give you my thanks for stopping by. Like it if you like it, downvote it if you gotta. Either way, leave me a note, let me know what you want to see. I actually know somebody was saying they wanted to see me design an Ars Magica 2 spell. Well, I'll be honest, I'd like to see somebody design an Ars Magica 2 spell too. I messed with it a little bit in Hubris, but honestly, I was very uncomfortable with trying to figure it out, and I kept screwing things up. And meanwhile, Botania and Thaumcraft moved really quickly for me, and I was able to do many innovative and interesting things with them. So I'm kind of sticking to my comfort zone. I know, but yeah, well, it's comfort zone. I will progress Ars Magica 2. I absolutely will. For one thing, it is, we've only got 7 quest lines, and it is one of them. And I haven't touched it really. And another interesting thing to think about is that, and I have been thinking about this, it refers to Botania as pure magic. Okay, it's all about flowers. It's very natural, thank you. It refers to Thaumcraft. It's practical. Thaumcraft is all about making devices to do things. It's kind of Magitech steampunk kind of a weird thing. You get golems, you get things with gears, you get funny goggles like we made earlier on. Ars Magica, it calls a creative magic. And as you said, you get to design your own spells. It's more, you have to think about how you're going to do it and what you want it to do. And I haven't figured it out well enough to really understand that yet. So the time will come. I'll work on it. I may try to work on it soon, but any day that I'm feeling out of sorts or tired, which is most days, to be honest, when I get home from work, I'm probably going to go for the low-hanging fruit. I'm probably going to go for things that I'm at least a little bit familiar with. We're approaching the limits of my experience in both Botania and Thaumcraft. I've never worked with Sparks or the Elfgate in Botania. I haven't done a lot of the big flowers. Once we put down the Clayconia, that'll be, I think we'll have done all the things that I know how to do. And it'll be, new country to me. Thaumcraft, I barely scratched golems. And I know what infusion is, but I've never built the thing to do it. So I guess I think I know what it is. So, yeah, it's all going to be new territory to me soon. So I may as well go and work on Ars Magica too. But that's kind of why I've been avoiding it. I admit it. And I'll try to stop avoiding it, and I'll try to get in there and work on it. But I can't promise it'll happen on any given day. So, hey, thanks for dropping by and watching. And y'all take care now. I hope you've enjoyed this.